Hey guys, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to throw step by step the heaviest cast net that you can buy. Let's go. Okay, so I'm right-handed. Now, if you're right-handed, which is gonna be predominantly the most people watching this video, you need to put the rope in your left hand. It's just gonna make it easier. Man, I grew up from a little boy putting the rope in my right hand and throwing it like this, but if you're right-handed, this is the best way to throw it. Now in this video, I am not gonna put this net in my mouth. That is for the birds. So if you do this net is about 30 pounds and it's a 12-foot net. And typically we pull this out in the wintertime here in Oklahoma to go catch shad in about 40, 50, 60 foot of water. So this is exactly what kind of net you're gonna need, and this video is gonna show you exactly how to throw this net successfully so you can catch more bait fish. So you can see how big this net is. It's a 12-foot net and it weighs about 30 pounds. So really difficult net to throw, especially if you don't have the right technique. So once I got the loop and I got it around my hand like this, make sure you go around a couple times. That's just secure it, making sure that you're not gonna lose that thing. Put it in your hand. Now this is where we're just gonna make consistent loops just like this. Not too big where the net's gonna get caught in it. All right, now we're gonna go to this monster 12-foot net. So here we go. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab it right here below the horn. Now smaller nets, I'm gonna grab it up here, but this net, I'm gonna grab it down here, all right? So the next time I'm grab it, I am gonna grab it about, people say, you know, your waist, but a net this big, if you grab it too low, it just seems like you're gonna have a lot in your hand. So I like to grab just a little bit above my waist for this large net. Now the next is gonna be probably the most important thing about throwing a net, making sure it's not tangled up. So go through the entire net. Now, the whole idea of going to a large net, heavy net, is to hopefully only throw this thing 1 or 2 times. So these nets are not designed to be thrown 15, 20 times, unless you're a bigger boy than me, I don't know. So once you go through the whole net, what you're gonna do is you're gonna split the net in half. Half the weight over here and half the weight over here. All right, the next step is gonna be pick it up just like this and put your elbow, left elbow, just right in between all that. Now go straight down from your elbow right here and grab the line and throw it over your shoulder. Just a good chunk, enough to where it's not gonna fall down. If you don't throw enough over your shoulder, it's gonna keep trying to slide down. You don't have to mess with that, especially if you're holding, you know, a big 30-pound net like this. Now, grab the net about right here. Take your arm, make about a 90-degree angle. Take your pinky and grab this. Do not grab the bottom one, okay? This is the bottom one. This is on top, as you can tell, on top of this one. So grab this one. Now the next is gonna be, take this that you have in your hand and grab it. Now, what's real important is it's separated. Sometimes this net can stick. Always make sure that you got that in there. And I got the left side of my net over here and over my shoulder, and I got the right side in my hand. And notice I got it in my pinky. That's the last thing I'm gonna let go is my pinky. Now a big net, it's really good to have a lot of space. This boat right here has got a platform. This is not one of those nets that you just go like this and throw it. You really need momentum. So I like to go to a full turn to throw it. That gets that momentum to open up this net. So I'm gonna go like this, go all the way around, then I'm gonna throw it out behind my back, okay? All right, let's go. About just like that. Didn't quite open up perfectly, but pretty good. And we caught a few shad. Real important, when you've got the net and you're making your turn to go, your left arm that's holding all that net, you're going to sling it out while you take your right hand that's got your pinky on that line. You're gonna sling it out, throw this out, my pinky's got that rope. Now I'm gonna pull it around to make that saucer and then lay down my pinky to drop that end of that line into the water. So I know it's a little confusing until you really get out there and do it, but you got that bulk of it in your left arm, your weak arm, which is important, guys. It's gonna be really difficult sometimes if you're right-handed to put the most of it in your left hand. But trust me, this is just the best way to do it if you're right-hand dominant. And if you're left-hand dominant, put this rope in your right hand and hold the net with your right hand. But once you have it here, get it going, throw it out, just like this, throw it out, then spin it around what's in your right hand with your pinky. Oh boy.
Oh, that was a lot.
That's a 12-footer right there. Let's go over this again because sometimes it's hard to see it the first time, especially, you know, if it's a new way to throw a net. Wrap this around your arm twice just so you don't lose it. Then I just like to grab it, the rope there. Now here, just go here, take your hand under, and then make some loops just like this. Obviously, the less loops you make, the more room you're gonna have in your hand, especially with the big net. So once you get to the top of the horn right here, you're gonna take it. I like to grab it below the top, about like that, but with these big nets. Now if the net was smaller, I would grab it higher. Now the next is gonna be, grab it a little bit higher than your, I'd say about here, your belly button with the big net. Now smaller nets, I'll grab them at my waist, but with this, it just seems to me like it's easier to open if you grab it a little bit higher. So next, make sure to go through the entire net, making sure that it's together, not hung up. This is the most important step. Take the time to do it. Do not skip past it and be like, oh man, it's okay. Because man, you could have the best technique in the world, but if your net is caught up, then you are not gonna get anything. All right, so take the net, half and half. So look, I got half the weight here, half the weight here. Grab this half, take your elbow, put it right in the middle. Now I have one half here and one half here. Just take it right below your elbow. Throw it over your shoulder. Remember, throw a good amount over your shoulder where it's not falling off. Next, right here where you're 90 degree, grab it in your pinky. Next, I'm gonna go over. Now this left side of the net now is in my right hand. And I got the other half right here. Now, remember, I'm gonna twirl. So we don't have a ton of bait fish underneath this, but we're gonna give it a whirl. So I'm gonna go here, make a nice big twirl. Here. There we go. Decent opening right there, guys. 12-foot net, about 30 pounds. It's real important to get that twirl in because have the extra momentum is everything. Now a 10-foot net, 8-foot net that's really light, man, you can sit here and throw it all day long. But this is the technique, guys, that works for me, and I think it'll work for you too, to throw a big heavy net to catch these deep big bait fish. So we're in 40 foot of water. Let this get on down there. All right, it's on bottom. So let's kind of get this sucker up here.
We got two.
Got two, okay. Well, we weren't even really on them, guys. But man, take my word for it. And you can probably testify, if you're throwing a light net in 40 foot of water, these shad or whatever bait fish you're going after, a lot of times are a little bit too fast and they're gone. You will not catch them. And beautiful thing is,
There's one over here.
if you get a 12-foot net, man, it limits the amount of time that you have to throw it. So I hope this video helps you out, guys, on how to throw the heaviest net that I found that you can buy online. Now, my recommendation is you don't have to have a net this heavy. You don't have to. This black pearl has got weighted rope all the way around it, and I had them add this extra huge weight on it all around it. Doing it again, I don't think I need this, but leave that up to you guys. Hope this video helped you out on how to throw the heaviest cast net that you can really get. If you use this technique, I think it'll work for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.